Hi friend, in this video we are going to discuss about Oracle database Tablespace in detail, where we will be understanding everything about Oracle Tablespace. So Oracle divides a database into one or more logical storage unit called tablespace. Each tablespace consists one or more file called data file. Basically the data files are physical storage, and also there is a logical part of tablespace. Tablespace is the largest unit of logical part of database. So in another word, if I say Oracle logically stores the data in the tablespace and physically stores the data file associated with the corresponding tablespace. Like in the logical format, it will store table index on a disk, and physically it will store a data file. So as you can see in the diagram, it's showing the same thing. Like in a table, like this whole thing is table, in that is storing a data file, and the whole this is called database. So this blue box is tablespace. So as per the diagram also you can understand, and basically by using a tablespace you can perform some operations like controlling the storage size allocated to the database data, and grant a specific space quota management to the database users, and control the availability of a data by taking a tablespace offline or online as per your need. And also it improves the performance of a database by allocating a data storage across the devices. And the last is performing a partial database backup or recovery by taking a tablespace backup. By default, tablespace in Oracle is like there are some by default tablespaces like system table, sysocs table, users, undo table, and temp table. These are like by default created tablespace that will be there in the database. When you create a database, that time by default these tablespaces will get created. But once you start using your database, then you will create the other tablespaces that will not be tablespace that will be there inside. It will be the new data that you will be loading into the database, that will be getting stored into those tablespaces. So yes, so system and sysocs tablespace spaces stores the system generated objects such as the data dictionary tablespaces. You should not store any object in these tablespace. Like these are predefined one, and it basically contain the system or data dictionary related informations. It's getting stored into system. And sysocs is a auxiliary tablespace that also helps a system, like it reduce the burden of system tablespace, and some of the system related details will be getting stored into sysocs. And user tablespace helps to the ad hoc users to store the new created users information. Undo table is used for undoing the data, like if any transaction is getting rollback, so those things will be getting stored into undo tablespace. And temp tablespace is used to store the intermediate result of sorting, hashing, and large object processing operations. So this is default tablespace uses. And the next is online and offline tablespace. So online tablespace and offline tablespace, this is also required in a database when you have some maintenance activity you wanted to do, or you don't want to access any particular table, like you don't want any end user to access this particular data from the application side. So in that case we make that tablespace offline. So as you can see, it's written the tablespace can be online or offline. If the table is offline, you can not access the data is stored into it, and another word, the table space is online, the data will be available for read write. And the note, the system table space must be online because it contains the data dictionary that must be available to Oracle. Obviously the system related files will be stored into the system files, system table space. So if you make the system table space offline, then your database will not be open mode. It will the database will also get shut down. So that's the reason we cannot make system table space offline. Apart from the table space basically that we have created it, those we can, as per our need, we can make that offline. Normally a table space is online so that it is the data is available to the user. However, you can take that table space offline to make the data in associated to the user when user update and maintain the application. In case some error such as hardware failure, Oracle automatically takes an online table space offline. Any attempt to access the data in offline table space will result an error. Yes, and read only table space, that is also a way of using a table space. Like read only table space allow Oracle to avoid performing a backup and recovery of a large static part of the database, because the Oracle does not update the files on a read only. It means read only access will only be there. During that time there will not be any kind of update or delete or any alter statement can get executed on that table space. Oracle only allow to move object like table or index which are there in that table space, that will only get moved from a read only table space. Otherwise it will not allow you to create or delete, or like you cannot do modification on read only table space. That's the meaning of that. So yes, in the next lecture I'll be covering the next part of table space. So yeah, this part is also under the same table space only. Like the table space, the largest unit of a logical part of database, and then the next largest is segment. Means combination of segment become a table space, and a combination of extents become a segment, and combination of block become extent. So this, and the data block is the smallest unit of a Oracle database, that is the logical part of. So thanks for watching till here. In the next video we'll be covering the next part of table space part 2. So thanks for watching.